Here we go. We're back at feature table 1 standard. We've got Tyler Cook and Ricardo Ribeiro. Ricardo running Sultai Ultimatum, Tyler running Dimir Rogues. So we saw Rogues in the last game. We're just waiting to get the standings. Skinalicious, thank you. We will let everybody know your thoughts and your wishes, etc., etc. We'll quickly just go and take off these trackers because we ain't played here yet. And we will update standings as we go.
They're doing deck checks.
Deck checks first.
Yeah. Not here, but they're just doing deck checks. So I'm.
Okay, so let's just get going then. The judges are doing some deck checks, so we don't have standings updates for you just yet. We're watching our two guys. I see some Harry Potter sleeves from Tyler.
Oh, was Harry Potter?
Hogwarts sleeves indeed.
Oh,
very nice. Oh, I see a
Ricardo's
cultivate.
hand, cultivate, heart dissect.
And a shovel. Mulligan happening. And a mulligan from Tyler. So both players giving us a mulligan. Which I don't know, is that rude? Hey?
Rude for both.
Both our players gave us a mulligan. No, okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
See companions, I miss companions.
Well, they're gone now.
Yeah.
Officially gone. Speaking of which, what do you think of the new set of Innistrad Midnight Hunt?
It looks awesome. It looks like the cards are really cool.
They are. The power level's gone up quite a bit,
Yeah.
I think.
I know, it's not like an Eldraine set, I don't think, where the power level's too high.
Yeah.
Like the cards aren't affecting any of the older formats at all.
Okay.
Like I think consider seeing play in like Legacy and Modern,
Yep.
just because it's like a better.
And Ricardo's drawn a pretty good hand there, from what I can tell.
There's a Triumph. Is that
There's
a
a
cultivate?
cultivate.
Is that an Omen?
There's an Omen of the Sea. There's a cultivate. I'm just
looks
trying to
like
see if he's got any other land. You can't. It's not a 3D camera. You can't. If you move that way. Okay, looks like both players are keeping. And Ricardo.
Oh, is that like the new like Snarl kind of land?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's a Temple.
In with the temple, gets the scry.
To the bottom.
Tyler draws. Looks like he drew a Fabled Passage. But he'll play a Castle Lochthwain, which comes in tapped, because he doesn't have another swamp on the board.
Oh, that's a Verdict. Shadow's Verdict is going to be pretty big in this match.
Okay, the Triumph comes down. It's an island from Tyler and a pass.
It's called you an island.
Yeah, he does that. But no man is an island.
True.
But I am a rock. I am an island.
Okay, Chris.
It was a Simon and Garfunkel song. You wouldn't get the reference. You're too young.
I do not.
Oh, there's a very pretty... What is that? Is that the swamp? It looks like a swamp. That's gorgeous. Cultivate comes down for Ricardo. He's going to go search for 2 basic lands. Unless it gets countered from Tyler, which it doesn't. So waiting for the response. It never came.
Yeah, it looks like Tyler might just play the Flying Rogue.
The Flying Rogue. The Thoring Thought Thief.
Thoring Sword Thief.
Okay.
Oh,
Totally my
Mike's static. Mike's just stole.
Mike's doing things. I don't know what the mic's doing. Hopefully the mic is not as static as what it looks like.
Can you guys still hear us?
Let us know if you can hear us in chat.
Oh,
there we go. The mic every now and then seems to freeze on us, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So what did he put down? He put down another swamp?
I can't tell these basics are.
There's the new basics from Innistrad. They look gorgeous.
Look at swamp. Yeah, they look nice, but I can't really tell the difference.
Okay, Temple, Scry, and
we
bottom.
We did see the Flying Rogue.
And we did. The Thought Thief is on the board.
Thought Thief.
Thought Thief. Thought Thief.
Soaring.
Mr. Gonzo says they can hear us. All right, cool. Super. Thank you.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Because it technically is 4 highs. Another Thought Thief.
You did say it 5 times.
And swinging in the air for 2. So that mulls.
Haven, Triumph, Omen.
Wow. Heartless Act. All gone. And is that 2 damage? That's 2 damage. 1 damage.
1 damage, yeah. He doesn't
1
have
damage.
8
Oh, of
yet.
course. Of course he doesn't. 1 damage to Ricardo's face.
Mulls can be really annoying. I mean, he's got 80 cards in his deck, so it's going to be hard to mull him out. But, like, Ricardo's got a lot of like one-offs because he's playing Ultimatum. And
Sure.
Dealing the one-offs means you can't fetch them with Ultimatum, I don't think. Does it get it from the graveyard? I don't think it does.
No, Ultimatum doesn't get from the graveyard.
Okay, yeah.
From the
So
library.
If he moves like Auron's Epiphany, moves like Valky, the Ultimatums become a lot worse.
Sure. Okay, so that's looks like a green and a black.
For Wolfwiller Haven.
Yeah, Wolfwiller Haven.
4 mana. Taps 4 mana.
Taps 4 mana. Extinction event. Bye bye. Love
Wow.
that card. Love that card.
They are exiled.
They are exiled.
There we go. Okay. He does have Shadow's Verdict as well. Yeah, Ricardo's got a very good hand.
Ricardo does have very good hand. Very strong hand.
He just needs to fight through the counter magic. And his spells seem
Okay,
high
so
impact
Fabled
enough to
coming
do
in from Tyler. He can crack it and put a new one on straight away because he does have 4 mana,
that. Yeah.
but he doesn't. He holds all his mana open.
Does not buy Lyris either, so he does have some
He's got
instant speed
something.
action.
But Ricardo is looking for something big. He's looking for a big play. He can play what? He can do
He's just
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can go for 6.
he's got 6 mana right now. Although I think Ty's got a lot of cards in hand, so if he does have the Ultimatum, I don't think I'd go for it.
Tyler's got mana open, and we know he's got counter magic.
2,
So paying 2,
Three.
3.
another Cultivate. Oh, he's thinking about buying Yorion. Yeah.
He buys Urian. We'll probably see the Omen on the end of Tyler's step, or maybe close to the end here.
Thinking about which side his pathway should be.
Okay.
If it's a blue pathway and just passes. Oh, there's
Okay, so Thieves Guild Enforcer.
just thinking if he wants to Omen just to try and find like I don't think it really makes a difference.
I don't think it really makes a difference. He's got a mill 2.
Yeah.
So there's the first one. Oh, it's
There's
an
an
ultimatum
ultimatum.
and an extinction event.
Those are pretty good mulls for I think does he have 8 cards in his graveyard now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 8 cards in the graveyard.
Cool. So now this that's an enforcer.
That's the
Is
enforcer.
a
Should be a
3/2.
3/2 with Death Touch. Tyler cracks the passage, goes to find another island.
Okay. Yeah, maybe he's got another play at Carter's end step.
Okay, my feeling is that Tyler's going to play his turn out. On the end of his turn, Ricardo's going to drop the Omen, and then Yorion in his turn.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I think Ricardo's gonna play Omen. Oh, he's stopping at end step. Is he gonna Omen before Tyler untaps?
Not sure.
I'm not sure what he's playing around. Oh, he's gonna kill the enforcer.
Killing the enforcer.
What is? Oh, is that a village right?
That's a village right. So he's going to sack it to draw 2.
Wow, that's an interesting card.
That's from the Strixhaven set.
I never thought rogues would play village rights. That's pretty cool.
That's an interesting inclusion. So he does get the card draw for that. He'll play a swamp for turn.
He's gonna end
Yeah,
step
there we
Omen.
go. So there's the Omen end step.
I don't think Ricardo cares if
2 cultivates, both on the bottom.
immediately.
Draws for turn.
Is that a heartless act? It is.
It's a heart attack.
Heartless act.
It's a heart attack.
I don't think Ricardo cares if Yoran gets counted. So I think he's just gonna,
Sorry, that draw that he drew was off of the Omen.
Yeah, he drew.
And then it
Drew
looks
one
like he
first
drew a
time.
Heartless Act
Drew Heartless act
for
for
turn.
Yoran.
And he's going to cultivate. Goes to find his lands. Is he passing? No, he's not passing. Okay, so he goes to find another swamp.
Yeah, just from cultivate.
And what
I think
else is he
he's-
going to pick? It looks
I
like a
think he's
swamp.
okay with Yoran getting counted, so I think like jamming it's fine because it's just like a threat, I guess. Like he's got much more impactful spells like
Sure.
Ultimatum, so you should try and be making Tyler spend his interaction on
Is that
as much as he can.
a swamp in a forest? What did he put down there?
I have no idea.
Can't tell with these new Innistrad lands.
Yeah, not fun recently.
Yeah.
Cool, we did get standings.
Okay, great. We'll update them in a mo.
Cool.
Okay, Ricardo Ricardo full up on mana. I mean, there's just not much more. Into the story from Tyler.
Oh, Into the Story is a big one.
There's a big one. Does get to draw
From 4 cards.
4 cards. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
It's going to be tough to fight
And
with the interaction
4.
now. Although Ricardo does still have...
Was that on Ricardo's end step?
Yeah.
Okay, so now drawing for turn. Tyler got a full grip.
Ricardo still does have Shadow's Verdict, which if it resolves could just like be a pretty big
Could be a big blow.
swingy play.
I think we're going to see a Rune Crab. That's what I think. I think we're seeing a Krabby. There we go, Rune Crab.
Like catch up on card advantage by just having
Ricardo
4/4.
allows it. And then Swamp for turn. So Ricardo must mill 3.
There's
1,
Omen,
2,
something,
3.
and a Triumph.
I didn't see what the third one was. The Triumph and the Omen of the Sea. Didn't see what the last one was. But plenty cards in that graveyard now. Luckily, like you said, I mean, he's playing Yorin as the companion, so he's got 80 cards in his deck. So
Yeah.
in terms of losing cards, Ricardo is not too concerned. It just depends what gets milled, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's like the thing with rogues is like all the mull cards are like engines, so they mull cards every turn
Sure.
rather than just like how like the modern decks use like one-off spells that just like mold a bunch of cards.
Yeah. You may hear some typing. We'll be updating some stuff.
Updating standings.
Okay, we haven't got scores as yet, but you will see names.
Crispin's loving his mechanical keyboard.
I love my mechanical keyboard that goes clickety clackety click. I'm going to leave the commentary to Rashawn while I do this.
Okay, we see an Omen. So Ricardo has... Oh, he's looking at Binding and Power Word Kill, I think. He might top both. He does top both. It's not something Tyler wants to see. Draws the removal spell. What is that? Is that... Oh, that's a Power Word Kill as well. Oh, it kills the Orion. Okay. And passes back to Tyler. Oh wait, is this... He wants to make an upkeep play. Upkeep so that if Tyler does want to counter it, he's spending mana on his turn. It goes for Hard Act. We see another Village Rites. Sacrificing the Rune Crab. Yep, so Tyler does have a lot of cards to work with. You know, 2 Village Rites and an Into the Story. He's drawn 8 extra cards this game.
That's a lot of cards.
Yeah. He does have no threats though. Ricardo does have an Ultimatum in his hand. He just needs to find
That could be a problem.
right spot to play it. Yeah, Ricardo does have pretty impactful spells in Shadow's Verdict and Ultimatum. So I think he could work with like the card disadvantage like that. If he gets like a 3-for-1, that's like some form of card advantage, I guess. Also his Binding, yeah, his hand is just full of spot removal. Or 2 spot removal and a Verdict and an Ultimatum, which is, I'm not sure if you can get much better. Oh my gosh, there's another Into the Story.
Another one? So he's drawing more cards?
Yep, 12 extra cards this game. We might see Tyler deck out. If that does happen, then that'll be... I think chat might be happy with that.
There we go. There's a top 8 standings just been updated for you.
Seeing the Mo player
Obviously very
draw
early
all the cards in
days.
his deck.
Is that a new Enforcer? When did that come down? That came down, what,
it
last
just came
turn?
down.
Just came down now?
Just came down.
So, alright.
Just passes immediately. Any upkeep?
Not a
plays?
whole heck of a lot of damage being dealt in this game.
Yeah, there's been a lot of removal and card drawing and village rightsing and... yeah, it's going to be a slow game.
Okay, so what is that?
It's a Catcher Triumph.
Okay, so that's another Triumph.
Catcher Triumph is actually kind of interesting. Red green, a teamer land in the Dimir deck.
So swinging for 3 damage
Takes
with
3 down
the
to
rogue.
16.
So down to 16 for Ricardo.
Yeah, they've got a lot of lands.
Ricardo has got a lot of lands.
Oh, this guy's a Crippling Fear. Yeah, Tyler just has too many cards.
So he's cracking the Omen, going to scry 2. Fabled Passage and Binding the Old Gods both go bottom.
Does not want any more spot removal, just wants ways to force his ultimatum through.
Yep. Basically, I suppose what he's looking for is he's looking for a counter spell to be able to counter whatever counter comes against his ultimatum.
Counter the counter the counter.
Counter the counter.
Like a dispute would be good.
So Binding the Old Gods comes down. I'm assuming it's going to target that Thieves Guild Enforcer.
See if it resolves.
Unless we've got another
no.
Thieves Guild Enforcer comes in
just
flat speed.
Just to get the extra mull 2 cards from
Yeah,
the
so
first
it'll be
enforcer.
4 cards that'll have to get mulled.
Oh, he's seeing if he wants to.
1.
Ricardo did have an
2.
option. Ricardo had an option to kill the first enforcer, and then the binding would kill the second one.
Sure.
Which I guess he did not go for.
Okay, so
Maybe he just doesn't really care about. Oh wait, he has a Kiora Best Sea God.
he does in his hand. I saw that he drew that. That was what he drew this turn.
Oh, I see.
Okay, comes to Tyler's turn. Tyler untaps, draws. Is that another Into the Story?
Tyler's gonna deck out.
That's I don't know. I don't know if I'm right. I may have seen that wrong. I'm also doing the leaning thing, trying to see.
Yeah.
Not a 3D camera, Crispy. Not a 3D camera.
It's like the old when you play a car game.
Right, for
and
sure.
You just lean.
Totally.
Racing.
Vroom, vroom. Okay, so both players really full of mana, so no shortage of being able to cast things. Buying his Lurrus.
Still has 6 mana to work with. Left a lot of blue sources up.
Swinging with the Enforcer.
3 damage, down to 13.
3 damage, taking down to 13.
Yeah, Ricardo doesn't want to go for the removal spell now because if he
he's going to go find a forest.
Had the window to go for it in response to the second enforcer.
Okay, so hopefully he doesn't take a trio. He actually goes to find a forest, so we'll know what they look like.
Yeah, that's true.
A basic forest would be good.
It looks like he's trying to find a trio.
He's trying to find one. Searching through that library, looking for that forest. Does he have any? I don't think he's got any. Have they all been milled?
I think we did see a trio in his deck. I saw a trio in his deck. Maybe he just missed it. Maybe he's looking for it. Or he's just trying to find. There it is.
Was that not a Fabled Passage?
No, that's the trio.
There's the trio. Okay, so the trio I'm coming out. I think he was looking for a basic. But he obviously doesn't have any left in the deck. They've all been milled out.
It's like we'll never know what the forest looks like.
Exactly, we'll never know. So if he plays another one, we'll be like, he plays a land.
He plays a mountain? I don't know.
Okay, counting mana.
Gargaroth.
There's a Gargaroth. That's a good draw. But will it hit the board? That's the question. Or is it going to be Kiora's? I think we're seeing Kiora. There we go.
Yeah, this is definitely just going to eat up a counter.
This is going to eat a counter.
Yeah, he's gonna
Tyler can't let that resolve. There we go.
Disdainful Stroke.
Disdainful Stroke kills Kiora's, besting the Sea God. Disdainful Stroke bests Kiora's, besting the Sea God.
Kiora's bested Sea God was bested.
Was bested. Passing, Tyler draws. So the Disdainful Stroke is what I saw earlier that I thought was possibly another Into the Story. It was just from the art and the way I saw it come up.
Island. Lurrus.
I'm guessing we're casting Lurrus, yeah. Lurrus comes out.
Tyler just has so many cards.
Tyler has so many cards in hand, it's crazy. Tapping 2, no, untapping, okay.
Maybe you're just going to tap 1 to play Crowd, maybe.
Probably no, he's looking for a Thieves Guild Enforcer. So the 1 black, boom.
Mulls 4 cards.
Oh, goes Elrond's Epiphany. Oh, Ricardo, not happy.
Tax for 3. Yeah, Ricardo really needs this.
Down to 10. Took 3, great, thank you.
Tyler's 20, right?
Down to 10 goes Ricardo, and killing of the Lurrus.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty good play. Because if Tyler taps out to protect it, maybe Ricardo can resolve his
Ultimatum.
Yeah, or his Shadow's Verdict.
Okay, all of Ricardo's creatures now have Death Touch.
Every single one. Every single creature has Death Touch. Yeah, so
Shadow's Verdict.
Ricardo noticed that I guess he didn't try to protect Luris, so maybe he just doesn't have a counter.
Hold on.
Oh, he does have a counter.
John in the lock kills the Shadow's verdict.
Okay, well, Tyler's playing well then.
Tyler is playing very well, holding just the right kind of counter magic in his hand to keep Ricardo at bay. Ricardo does have Ultimatum and Yorion both in his hand. No Yorion.
No Yorion. He played the Yorion and died.
He played the Yorion and died, so he's got an Ultimatum and a Gargaroth though.
Yeah.
So not too.
He can play Gargaroth here. Oh, is he not going?
He's going to pass. Tyler untaps.
Tyler recognizes that his way to win the game is just attacking with these 3/2s. He doesn't need to do anything else.
Yeah.
Just stop Ricardo from winning and attacking every turn, and he'll be fine. He doesn't need to protect the Luris.
So, I mean, basically the card draw that Tyler's had has been fantastic for him. So that's 6.
It's been amazing.
But, okay, so 1 is dying, so he's taking 3.
Maybe he's going
What's
to protect
happening?
it.
There's some shenanigans. That's a 3. Cycling the trio to find some kind of counter, which he's got. It's a disdainful stroke.
Oh, it looks like his hands. Was that a... Yeah, that's a disdainful stroke.
That is a disdainful stroke. Okay, he lets it die, so he'll take 3. He goes to 7.
Down to 7.
At this point, would you say Tyler's in the driving seat of this game?
Yeah, I think so, but it just takes like one spell to resolve for Ricardo to just win the game completely. Like if the Ultimatum resolves or the Gargaroth resolves, it becomes
a different kind of game. Although, I mean, look at the amount of mana that Tyler's got open.
Yeah.
And we know he's got a disdainful stroke in his hand. So whatever Ricardo plays now, if it is any kind of threat towards Tyler's board, he can just cancel it out.
Yeah, this game is basically just about if this his creatures stick.
Yeah.
Like if the Enforcer doesn't die and he has enough interaction to just stop Ricardo from resolving anything.
Yep.
Anything meaningful, then I think Tyler's pretty much got this game.
Sure. Ricardo counting the letters in Dragon Shield. Ultimatum.
He's just going to have to slam it.
Let's see what happens. He's going to pay his 7. Making sure of his mana.
Just has to hope it resolves. He does have a Wolfly.
But there is a disdainful stroke that's going to just hit it.
Yeah.
Boom. Ultimatum does not resolve. Pass back to Tyler.
Tyler just untaps.
Tyler untaps Joyzy. Almost forgot to untap that Enforcer. That would have been a boo-boo. Not sure what he drew there. Couldn't see that one. He is swinging. We'll take the 3.
Down to 4.
Goes to 4. So,
yeah,
unless Ricardo's got something up his sleeve, he's on a 2-turn clock.
Yeah, this is the turn Ricardo needs to do something meaningful. He does have Wolfly Haven, so he has.
So yeah, I mean he can make a Wolfie as a blocker.
Draws a land. So yeah, I think this turn is just make a Wolf and hope Gargaroth resolves. Tyler's just like into the story, double into the story.
Gargaroth
insane.
is the play from Ricardo. I do love the Gargaroth. It's such a cool card.
Gargaroth's very cool.
It
blocks. It's pretty awkward here because Enforcer does have Death Touch.
Yeah. Don't know if Tyler actually has another counterspell. We haven't seen him draw another one since that last disdainful stroke, so not sure what he had in his hand before.
Yeah, maybe Tyler's just thinking with Garg on the stack. Garg.
Big Gargy. As long as it's not Gargamel, right? Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. He's
Okay, so making a wolf and Tyler letting the Gargaroth resolve.
Might just have a removal
might
spell.
just kill it now, though.
Yeah.
Does kill it with a Heartless Act.
If this wolf trades, I'm not even sure it'll matter if Tyler plays another threat here. Paying 4 mana. Oh, Lochthwain.
Yeah, so drawing from Lochthwain.
Takes 4 damage from Lochthwain. Tyler takes 4 damage.
Tyler takes 4 damage off of his Lochthwain. Goes to 16. First damage Tyler taken this whole game.
Kills the wolf.
Kills the wolf and is going to put Ricardo... And that was on the end of Ricardo's turn.
Yeah.
Draws his card for turn. Didn't see what that was. He held it pretty close to his chest there when he pulled it.
Looks like a land.
Did look like a land. It is a land. There we go.
So if he has a Thought Thief, he wins here.
And he's doing it again, taking another 4.
Goes down to 12. Yeah, Tyler doesn't really need to keep track of his life totally.
Drawing the card. Swinging takes Ricardo down to 1.
It all matters if Ricardo can rip an ultimatum here and resolve it.
So Ricardo definitely top decking here, needs something, pulls a land.
Nothing. And that'll be game, I think.
And I think that's got to be game 1.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Or maybe not. Hold on. Both of us jumping the gun there, but
Maybe a cling to dust, keep him alive for a turn. Anything, nothing.
nothing that we can see. Nothing in his hand.
Just passes.
Passing.
Oh yeah, it's just maybe Tyler plays around something. You know, Sultai settle the wreckage. You know.
Yeah. Missed that card. Swinging for 3, and that's game.
That's
All right, so game 1 goes to Tyler. Game 1 goes to Tyler. I just got to remember which one of these things is that person. I think it's... Yeah, okay, so it's there, but it's the other one. That one. There we go. All right, let's reset life totals. And we're moving to game 2. So I suppose for Ricardo, we're hoping for better draws and not so much mill in the second game. I will say that the card draw that Tyler put into his Dimir, his Rogues deck was like pivotal in that match.
Yeah, like drawing just so many cards and just having every answer to like Gargaroth, to Ultimatum, to Pure Best of Sea God. Like game 2 is going to be a lot closer because Ricardo's going to have interaction for cards like into the story.
Absolutely. He's got to do something about Tyler's card draw, because if Tyler just draws cards like he did in the last game, we're going to see the same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure. So yeah, we're just going to see a bunch more interaction for Ricardo, I guess.
Also, I mean, we were quite happy touting at the beginning that he didn't need to worry about milling too many cards because he had 8 cards in his deck, but by the end of it, when he milled pretty much half the deck out.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler drew a lot of cards too.
Yeah.
And maybe Tyler was closer to decking out.
It's possible, you never can tell.
Like 2 into the stories, 3 village rights. That's like what?
The village rights were interesting. Another interesting inclusion in the Rogues deck, the village rights, being able to... So Tyler's definitely gone for sort of a more interactive way of playing the Rogues rather than just letting the Rogues do their work. He's gone for the ability to draw cards that can interact with his opponent's players.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I like village rights because Rogues doesn't have that many creatures. Like you have like Wind Robber, Enforcer, like your creatures matter basically.
Sure.
You basically like what you're trying to do is resolve your creatures and keep them in play by like countering your opponent's plays, and like that's what a tempo deck tries to do.
Sure.
Just
worked out for him.
Yeah. Village rights did I guess
Twice it worked out for him. He pulled 4 cards off of village rights.
Yeah, maybe he just recognizes that the meta is going to be a lot of main deck removal.
There is a lot of removal around.
Yeah, we saw like Winota didn't have that much removal. I guess just like mirrors and this matchup.
Yeah. Well, look, because of this standard, these are the two big decks.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sultai Ultimatum, Dimir Rogues, those are the 2 big decks. So, I mean, I know there's a couple of guys running some mono green, things like that, which should be like okay. They might be fun if they come out fast enough. But I think these are definitely the two archetypes that we've got to watch out for for today. You know.
From what I've heard, mono greens had like a pretty absurd win rate on Arena.
We're talking about the new mono green with the new set.
Just the one with Forgotten Realms, I think.
Yeah. Well, listen, Ranger class just came in and made everything green
and
OP. So
pack leader.
Yeah, pack leader's great. Now with all the werewolf editions, the pack leader and werewolves and Ranger classes, and green's gone nutty.
Yeah.
Also, you got Ren and 7 now, so that goes into your mono green. That's a pretty heavy card.
The new set has had like some pretty cool like ramp decks also. There's like the new Collector Company kind of card has been seeing a bit of play in like Sultai and blue green decks.
Sure.
I saw some people streaming.
Okay.
Looks like
I want Grixis to be a thing again. Why can't Grixis be a thing again? You know why? Because we don't have a nickel bolus.
Yeah, there's no bolus. Can't play Grixis without bolus.
You can't play bolus. I mean, how do you do that? It's like cheating.
Yeah. sounds.
Don't worry, 10th Street, we're still here. It's just every now and then we need to talk to other people in the room, and we don't want you to hear that we're talking about you. Love you, Ken. Why is it every time I get FOMO and come back, someone's playing rogues? Is it your fault? It's your fault. You keep coming back, and you're thinking of rogues, and so someone's playing rogues. Although, as we were discussing, Tyler's rogues deck is a little different to anything we've seen before.
Yeah, we see village rights.
Yeah, village rights and just massive card draw in that last game put him way over the top over Ricardo. And I am eating a donut, just in case my wife's watching somewhere. All right, here we go. So game 2 up. Ricardo has taken a mulligan.
Ricardo's gonna lead on a path 3. Nope. It's the like one of the tap lands. So I think the one that like reveals a hand and picks a card. Pelaka Predation. That's the one.
Is that the Hive of the Eye Tyrant? It is. It's Hive of the Eye Tyrant.
It's like a Bajuka Bog from here.
Hive of the Eye Tyrant in a rogue's deck? That's crazy. Tapping in 1 black.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card.
Field Guild Enforcer on the end of Ricardo's turn.
I think like the reason they couldn't play Faceless Haven was because it was just like bad mana. You know, you need your blue sources and black sources as soon as you can.
Okay,
So, but now it's gonna land.
Scry 2 keeps 1. What is that? Is that the artifact that lets you scry? Yes,
yeah,
it is.
Maze Mind's
Tome.
Yeah, he's gonna have to try and keep up with Tyler's card advantage.
Going in for 1. Or is that 2?
That's 1.
It's 1. So going in for 1. Ricardo down to 19. Did Ricardo draw? Do we know what he drew?
Maybe it's
Tapping a black?
the end step or. No, yeah, no, I guess he did draw.
He did draw because you think about playing a land.
Pathway.
He's going to flip that pathway.
Black pathway. I guess he's.
Black and.
Is that a duress?
That is a duress.
Duress is pretty good.
Duress is pretty good, although Tyler does have the mana up to be able to counter it if he wants to. Just not sure if he's got any counter magic in his hand. He is going to counter it with the Drown in the Loch.
I think that's a good trade for Ricardo. Like
he gets rid of one of the counter spells.
Yeah, the tempo deck wants to trade up mana.
Sure.
And trading down mana is pretty like not what the deck wants.
And he gets to put his Maze Mind's Tome down, which means he is going to get that Scry engine going. It's a great card, Maze Mind's Tome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So black mana and a swing for another 1.
Down to 18.
Down to 18 for Ricardo. That's a forest. I'm going to go with a forest because it looks green on the bottom.
Yeah, there's a symbol on the bottom. It's the only way we can tell. That looks like a forest.
Okay, Fabled Passage from Tyler. He can crack it straight away and bring in an untapped land. He will have 4 land.
Yeah.
But he is
1 more land and he can fire up his I don't know,
playing a
land.
Soaring Thought Thief. Heartless Act on the Enforcer.
This is a main phase Thought Thief?
I think so.
Heartless Act just
kills the Enforcer, so he does not get milled. I think Ricardo is very aware of how much he actually did get milled in the last game.
Yeah.
Ricardo,
an
Omen. I'm just trying to figure out where we are in the turn right now.
I think we're still Tyler's end step.
Tyler's end step.
See if it resolves.
Okay, Omen does resolve. Scry 2.
Dispute land.
Put 1 back and draw 1.
Top dispute, bottom of the land, it looks like.
Yeah, and then draw the dispute. That's a good move. Dispute's good, especially against Dimir. Because he'll get to play it for 1 against a blue spell. Comes to his turn, plays the Fabled Passage. Again, can crack it straight away and go get an untapped land and shuffle that library, which is always useful.
Main phase fetch. This might be a Gargaroth.
Could be. I mean, he'll have enough mana for it, but we've got to hope that he finds a green mana.
Yeah.
Which we can't tell, except for the green bit on the bottom. It is a green mana. I think we are going to see the Gargaroth.
Or is it blue?
No, that's green.
Looks like a
Could be blue.
Looks like a droplet.
Could be blue. Come on, chat. Is that blue or green?
The lands look different. I think it's blue.
Could be blue. Ah, he's going to buy the Yorion. Is he?
Always thinking. Yep.
Buying Yorion.
Has enough mana
Pass
to
the
activate
turn.
Maze Mind Tome.
End step. Tyler will crack his passage, which sounds painful, I know, but it's actually just it's easier than it sounds.
Yeah, I've never cracked my passage.
I've never cracked my passage.
Let's see a second Thought Thief.
That flying rogue.
Yeah, that one. The one that flies and is a rogue.
And is a rogue.
What's the creature type on the manland? The
Creature type on the
land? that
Beholder.
Oh, is it?
I believe it's a Beholder. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Yes, it's a Beholder. So Castle Lochthwain coming in untapped.
Yeah, we see the swamp.
And that's a swing.
Removal
1,
spell
2, 3,
instead of
4,
Valky.
5, 6.
Did he mill Valky?
So Ricardo goes down to 17.
Draws a card from
Draws a card off of
Here's my tome.
the tome.
and draws one for turn. Oh, he has a Wolf Willow Haven.
Wolf Willow Haven, which gives him the extra mana if he plays it. He hasn't played it
Looks
yet.
like he's putting it on that island.
That island that might be a forest.
That means
No,
No.
cultivate. Going for a
Okay.
straight up cultivate.
well, one of them's a forest. We know that now.
Yeah, one of them is definitely a forest. I'm going to assume that one's a forest.
Yeah.
The other
bottom
one
one.
under the Falaka thingy-mabob. Palaka what. Okay, that's a forest. It's got
That's-
viney things and a green job at the bottom.
Swamps have vines too.
Yeah, but
kinda.
that's a green job at the bottom.
Oh, it is a green job.
But okay, I don't know what that one is. It might be the same thing.
Looks like an island.
Could be it's an island. That forest is an island. Has he played a land for turn? If not, then he can put one of those down
Don't think
straight
he
up.
has. There
Yeah,
it is.
so there we go.
Okay, that is definitely a forest.
Okay, and Wolf Willow Haven coming in onto. What are we putting it on?
Just thinking. Oh,
Oh, into the story from Tyler. And getting
Dispute.
countered.
There
Very
we go.
nice.
That's a
Mystical
big
dispute. For one.
Dispute was
Dispute was a
Pretty
good
big.
play. Tyler untaps. Ricardo all tapped out though, so
yeah.
can't draw a card off the tome.
So second into the story here might just be jammed if Tyler has
If
it.
Tyler's got it, I mean now would be the time to play it.
Yeah.
So paying 2 for a main phase Thought Thief,
Just to get the extra mill.
and so
And
that'll
damage.
be
3 damage.
3 damage. Goes to 14.
What is that?
We're terrible. We're terrible people.
Yeah.
You don't know why, chat, but just accept it. We're terrible people. Okay, Ricardo untaps. So is that all
Caravac.
Tyler did?
Oh, he drew a Caravac.
Oh, really?
Oh, he milled a Pelucranos.
Oh, wow. It's Polokwane.
So I think that will shrink the Thought Thieves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we go. Exiling the 5 to play the Polokronis.
Next level 6, I think.
Is it 6?
Yeah.
Yes, it is 6.
Yeah.
Polokronis comes out, but he comes out with 12. Is that right?
Yeah, he becomes a 12-12.
He's a big Hydra.
And yeah, just exiling the cards also is quite relevant. So that these Thought Thieves are back to 1/3s, I think.
Yep. I mean, they are flying, but still, Polokronis is a big threat.
Drown the lock, maybe?
John in the lock at the Polokronis, which dies straight away. Good move from Tyler. I don't think he could have left that unanswered. Scry from Ricardo, keeping it on the top, so definitely something he wants next turn.
How do you scry? What do
Oh,
you
he scryed. Put down a temple.
Oh, I see.
Temple of Milady, or Melody, as people who speak the properly English say.
Maybe.
But that is a Karvak. That's the guy that comes down. All your opponents, all creatures get -1/-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That'll do some nasty things to Tyler's board.
Ooh, fires up the
Hydra, the Beholder.
Beholder.
Okay, so when the Beholder attacks,
He
the opponent has to
exiles.
exile a card from his hand.
Oh, really? I thought it was
Yeah.
exile card from the graveyard.
Oh, is it from the graveyard? Could be from the graveyard. Let's just check that. You could be 100% correct.
So it's milling 4 cards first.
So it's
I don't know what it's called.
Hive
exile the Palooka.
of the Eye
Okay, that's a pretty big play.
Tyrant.
9 damage.
Send the Beholder, when this creature attacks, exile target card from depending player's graveyard.
Ooh, exile Palooka. He took 9 damage too.
Took 9 damage,
Ricardo's down to 5.
so he's down to 5.
Oh, Tyler
Okay,
did.
so he's down to
Tyler did.
17. Tyler paid 3 life to bring in Agadim's untapped. So Ricardo living on the edge right now. He can, I mean, on his next turn, he can get back 4 life from the tome.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
But that swing with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant was quite a good play, I think.
Yeah.
Yorion coming down. Is it going to resolve it? Can
See.
resolve.
Paying 3 life, so Tyler has something.
Tyler's got mana open.
Yeah, and he definitely paid life to, I don't know, represent something.
Yeah. He's going to play it.
Disdainful Stroke?
He's going to Heartless
Oh,
Act,
Heartless
Yorion,
Act.
but the trigger still goes off.
Yeah. So he still gets to blink.
He still gets to blink a bunch of things.
Does Ricardo have a response? Oh, he's gonna
Okay, hold on.
draw a card in response to the Heartless Act.
So draw a card, gain 4 life. Draw a card, gain 4 life.
Up to 9.
Up to 9. Then the Yorion trigger will resolve. And he's going to blink
He looks like he's blinking Haven and both Omens.
Haven and both Omens. So he'll get to Scry 2, draw 1, then Scry 2, draw 1.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Thinking what land to play. He is facing lethal on board. He needs to find some removal spell.
Okay, he's put down a trio, comes in tapped. Will follow Haven, looks like it's going on a Temple of Melody. No, it's going on the Pathway.
And he gets
And then he gets to
triggers.
Scry 2, Trio,
No
and
removal?
2 land. Wow, both going bottom. Draw 1.
Gargaroth.
Scry 2,
He needs to find a removal
Duress,
spell.
and a Gogoroth.
He has to shove them both to the bottom. He needs to find a removal spell here.
He doesn't get it, gets a land.
Okay, well, we're gonna see if Tyler goes to activate the manland for lethal.
If he, I mean, because he can go with it with the Hive, with the Beholder, right?
Yeah, he has lethal on board. He just needs to see if he wants to go for it. And not play
Untap
around
your
with removal
Hive,
spell.
Tyler. Oof.
Yeah, he's going for it.
He's going for it.
That's gonna be lethal, and that's gonna be Tyler winning then.
I think it is.
Yep.
Is that it? Is that
it's
game?
game.
That's game. There we go. Tyler takes a 2-0.
Yeah, Pelucranos was Ricardo's way of coming back, but
Sure.
getting exiled was pretty big.
That was pretty big. Well, first the killing it, and then the
Yeah.
exile after with the Eye Tyrant. So that was great. So Tyler stays top of the rankings from the looks of things because he's going to go
Yeah.
2-0-0. And we'll have to see what happens in the other matches. But for now, that's pretty cool. And we're going to turn the mic off, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. Don't go away. We'll be back with more action really soon.